Hi, this is the 20th video for my eShop web application project. In this video, I will be explaining how to do the advanced product search process including pagination. This is the code for my advanced search page. Here at the top we have a search bar. For the input field for the input tag of that search bar, I've given the ID T. Then for the search button, I've given an on-click event advanced search. Then we have selectors for category, brand, model, condition and color. I've taken the options for these selectors directly from my database. Here for the category selector, I've given a PHP script inside which I've given require connection.php. Then I've given a search query to the category table in my database, stored it as $category rs. Then I've given a for loop inside which I've taken all the data of each row in $category rs and stored it as $category data. Then inside the option tag, I've echoed the category name inside PHP scripts. Then for the option value, I've echoed the category ID. Similarly, I've done for brand, model, condition and color. Then we have two input fields for the price range for price to and price from. For the two input fields also, I've given separate IDs. Then we have another selector for sort by. For this selector, I've given an ID S. Similarly, I've given separate IDs for each selector. In my JS code, I've made the function advanced search. Then I've grabbed all the selectors and input fields by their IDs and stored them like this. Then I've made a form, stored it as varf, and I've appended all these variables as name and value pairs to this form. Then I've made new XML HTTP request, stored it as var, and I've sent this form to the server side using the post method to the advanced search process.php file in the server side. This is the advanced search process.php file. Here inside PHP scripts, I've given require connection.php. Then I've stored all the data that was sent to the server side like this. I've given a search query to the product table and stored it as $query. Then I've made a new variable $status and given it the value 0. Then I've given a few if conditions when the specifications of the search have been given. Here at the top, if the search bar is not empty, then this part will be added to $query and $status will be changed to 1. If a category have been selected and the search bar is empty, then this part will be added to $query and $status will be changed to 1. If a category have been selected and the search bar is also not empty, then this part will be added to $query. Model. At the top, I've made a global variable $PID and given it the value 0. Then, if a brand have been selected and a model have not been selected, I've given a search query to the brand has model table where the brand ID is equal to $brand. Then, I've given a for loop inside which I've taken the data of this query and stored it as $brand has model data. Then I've given the ID of $brand has model data to $PID. Then I've given another if condition. If $status is equal to 0, then this part will be added to $query. Otherwise, this part will be added to $query. Similarly, for model, if a brand has not been selected and a model have been selected, then the search query for the brand has model table where the model ID is equal to $model. And similarly, we have a for loop and $PID will have the ID of $brand has model data. Then we have an if condition. If $status is equal to 0, this part will be added to $query. Otherwise, this part will be added to $query. If both brand and model have been selected, then the search query is for brand has model table where the brand ID is equal to $brand and model ID is equal to $model. Then we have the for loop and the if condition for when $status is equal to 0 and $status is not equal to 0. Similarly, we have for condition, if a condition have been selected and nothing else have been selected, then this part will be added to $query and $status will be equal to 1. Otherwise, this part will be added to $query. Similarly, for color. And lastly, for price range, we have separate if conditions for when price from is given and price to is not given, price from is not given, price to is given, and both price from and price to is given. We have separate if conditions, and inside those if conditions we have other if conditions for when status is equal to 0 and status is not equal to 0. Then according to these if conditions, the part that is supposed to be added for $query will be decided. Then I've finally given this search query to the database and stored the results as $product rs. I've taken the number of rows of this result of $product rs and stored it as $product num, and I've made a new variable $results per page and given it the value 6. I've taken the seal of $product number divided by $results per page and stored it as $number of pages. By seal, I've taken the next highest integer after rounding up this division. Then I've made another variable $viewed results count like this. I've added for $query limit $results per page and offset $viewed result count. And I've given this search query to my database and stored the results as $results rs, and I've stored the details of $results rs as $results data. Then I've made the card to display the product. Here again, inside PHP scripts, I've given a search query to the images table where the product ID is equal to ID of $results data. I've taken the data of $image rs and stored it as $image data. For the image src, I've echoed the path of $image data. Inside the card body, I've echoed the title, price, and quantity of $results data. Lastly, we have the pagination. I've taken this pagination from Bootstrap docs. Here, the pagination have the anchor tags inside li tags, which is listed item tags, and the listed item tags have the class page item. We have the previous button and the next button and the page number buttons. For previous button, inside listed item we have the anchor tag. For the anchor tag, I've given the on-click event, advanced search inside brackets PHP script will echo $page number -1 for previous button. For the next button, the anchor tag will have the on-click event, advanced search, and inside brackets will echo $page number +1. For the page number listed item, we have two anchor tags for when the page is active and the page is not active. One listed item will have the class active and the anchor tag will have advanced search inside brackets echo $x is $page number. Otherwise, when the page is not active, the onClick event will be sent.